And what you would do is you would just do one about this size because your thyroid gland is about there. And then you would put it on for a few hours. Now, we had a lady who was so excited about this because she had an underactive thyroid. She was on medication. Today, she is on no medication. It took a bit of work, but eventually she got off her medication. And that's quite a surprise to most people because most people think if they're on the thyroid medication, they're on it for the rest of their life. Her doctor took her off because all her levels became normal because of everything else she was doing. So she put it on and went to bed, and she didn't sleep all night because that woke her thyroid gland up so much she became active all night. So, message from this is, don't put it on before you go to bed. So after that, we started putting it on just in the morning while I was doing the lecture while she was with us. And she said that after about half an hour, it got really, really hot. And then it would settle down a little bit. So can you see what's happening is blood is being drawn into that thyroid gland to wake it up. Remember what blood is? It's the life of the flesh.
Hello, I'm Barbara O'Neill. Today we're uncovering something surprising, the powerful benefits of cayenne pepper. You may think of it as just a spice, but cayenne pepper can do so much more than add heat to your meals. Did you know that studies have shown cayenne can support heart health, improve circulation, and even aid in digestion? It's packed with capsaicin, a compound known for boosting metabolism and reducing inflammation. For those of us looking to stay healthy as we age, cayenne pepper might just be a simple addition with big benefits. In this video, we'll explore how cayenne pepper works in the body, its wide-ranging health benefits, and easy ways to incorporate it into your daily routine. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a remarkable herb. And cayenne pepper has 3 effects. Cayenne pepper, number 1, thins the blood. Number 2, it is a vasodilator. So I'm teaching you some medical terms here. Does everyone remember what a vasodilator is? It opens the blood vessels. So if the blood vessel's this wide, you take a vasodilator, it'll open it this wide. A vasodilator, vaso meaning vascular, blood system, it opens the blood vessels. So that's number 2, what it does, it's a vasodilator. So that's number 2. And number 3, it strengthens the arterial walls. So if a person has had a build-up in the arteries, if I had build-up in my arteries, I would not have a bypass. What I would do is I would start taking 2 capsules of cayenne pepper 3 times a day. In the book Back to Eden by Jethro Kloss, he devotes half a page to every herb, 10 pages to cayenne pepper. He quotes 2 doctors. One doctor says it's impossible to abuse cayenne pepper. Do you know what that means? You could have a bucket load of cayenne pepper a day and it won't hurt you. But I don't know anyone who's done that. Back to Eden. Back to Eden. It was written in the early 1900s. It's almost called the Bible on herbs. Strengthens the arterial walls. Some people say, but is that safe? Does anyone ever say to their doctor when they're given cholesterol-lowering medication, is that safe? Or when they're given aspirin, is that safe? Do you know they're not? They're not. But remember what the doctor says, it's impossible to abuse cayenne pepper. It might feel like it's burning, but it's tingling. The other doctor said it'll never cause a lesion. You know what that means? It will never damage the lining of your of your gut. And if you've got a stomach ulcer, it'll even heal that. Yes?
How many capsules was it again?
2 capsules 3 times a day. Now that's quite a strong dose, but if someone's coming off blood thinning medication, and if anyone's on rat poison, warfarin, because you know that's what it is, it causes rats to bleed to death, so they don't just give as much to humans. But I've known people that have said they just brush their arm and they bruise. Their blood just comes out of their nose. They're on too much. So that can be stopped immediately. I can't tell you what to do with your medication, but I can tell you what I would do, and I would go on 2 capsules 3 times a day. Remember what the good doctor said, a medical doctor in Jethro Kloss's book, he says, you cannot overdo it. You cannot abuse cayenne pepper. And you watch, if you're taking that much, your digestion will improve, your bowels will become nice and regular. Some people say, but isn't it a stimulant? It is, but do you know what it stimulates? Blood. It's a blood stimulant. I'm not interested in a nervous system stimulant, which is caffeine, which is refined sugar, which is alcohol, which is nicotine. They're nervous system stimulants. But remember what Leviticus 17:11 says? The life of the flesh is in the blood. So anything that stimulates blood stimulates life.
When cayenne pepper stimulates the blood, it helps increase circulation throughout the body, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to cells and tissues. This increased circulation can also support faster healing, as it enables the body to deliver immune cells to areas that may need repair or defense. Many herbalists consider cayenne pepper as a sort of catalyst herb, meaning that it enhances the effects of other herbs or nutrients taken with it. By improving blood flow, cayenne helps other supplements or herbs reach their target areas in the body more effectively. Cayenne pepper's blood-thinning properties are another key benefit, especially for people dealing with blood clots or those at risk for heart issues. By gently thinning the blood, cayenne can reduce the risk of clot formation without the harsh side effects that many blood-thinning drugs might have. However, it's essential for anyone on blood-thinning medications to consult with their doctor before introducing cayenne, as it could interact with those medications. Additionally, cayenne's ability to strengthen arterial walls may contribute to long-term cardiovascular health. Stronger arteries mean that blood can move more efficiently, reducing strain on the heart. Over time, this could lead to better heart health, especially when combined with a balanced diet and regular exercise.
You can also use it internally if someone has a heart attack. Now, I had read about this, but I experienced it once, and it was when we had our health retreat in Melbourne. I got a call from one of the staff. A lady's had a heart attack in the middle of a cooking class. So I ran down. I was there in 3 minutes. The lady's lying on the ground. Her face is white. There's a guy holding a pulse. He said, the pulse is gone. Almost. I said, quick, cayenne pepper. I got a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, quickly put it in her mouth. She was half conscious. We're able to give her a little bit of water to drink. Within 2 minutes, the guy holding the pulse said the pulse is strong. All the colour came back into her cheeks, and she sat up and said, what happened? Just amazing. We sold out of cayenne pepper that program. Everyone, what happened to that lady? What happened to that lady is that cayenne pepper, when it got into the blood vessels, it thinned the blood. This is the best blood thinner. No need to warfarin, I mean rat poison. No need for aspirin. And by the way, it has been shown today that aspirin causes brain bleeds. This is very, very safe with no side effects. Now, if someone is on warfarin or aspirin and they're a little concerned, I would suggest start taking 1/4 teaspoon 3 times a day. And most people, if they're on warfarin, they have to be tested, every few weeks or every month. And the doctor will say, your blood's getting so thin, we can reduce your medication.
Beyond the physical effects, some practitioners believe that cayenne pepper also has an energizing effect on the body. This doesn't mean a nervous jolt like caffeine, but rather a sustained feeling of vitality and warmth. For people experiencing sluggishness or fatigue, a small dose of cayenne might help them feel more alert and active, as it stimulates blood flow and increases oxygen delivery.
You can use it externally also to bring blood to an area. And where I find it very helpful if someone has no feeling in their feet, or they have peripheral neuropathy, and sometimes that's a side effect of having chemotherapy, or if someone continually has cold feet. Perfect health requires perfect circulation, and perfect circulation means your feet and your hands are warm. So what you do if someone has cold feet, you cannot do this treatment to them. Because if they have continually cold feet and you put the cold feet in hot water, you can damage the tissues. If someone has no feeling in their extremities, you must not do the hot. You can damage the tissues. But you can do what I'm about to show you, which is a olive oil and cayenne pepper compress. Now what I've got is cling wrap down there, and I've got a double layer of kitchen paper, and I'm going to sprinkle it with a little bit of olive oil. You could use castor oil if you like, but olive oil will suffice. And you spread it over the area, because what you want to do is put enough olive oil on there so that the cayenne pepper will stick to it. Don't put too much olive oil on, because if you put too much olive oil on, the oil can leak out, and that's no fun on socks and sheets. So what I've done now is I've put the olive oil on like that, and now I'm going to sprinkle cayenne pepper. And what you would do is you would do about half a teaspoon to a foot. If you don't put the olive oil on there, the cayenne pepper just falls off. And then the foot goes straight on that. And that will never burn. So can you see what I've done now? And you see that cayenne pepper is sticking quite nicely to the olive oil. Then you put the foot straight on there, and you put the Glad wrap over, and then you put a sock on. If you don't want that much Glad wrap on your foot, you can just end the Glad wrap a little past the kitchen paper, and you put a nice firm fitting sock on. Now if I put that on someone with good circulation, by morning their feet are very hot, but not till morning. If I put that on someone with no feeling in their feet, by morning they're telling me they've got pins and needles in their feet. For someone with very poor circulation, cold feet, it sometimes will take a few days. If I did that on my feet 2 nights in a row, I'd want my feet in ice water all day. My feet would get too hot. It's a very gentle treatment. It will never hurt, but it's a very gentle way of increasing the blood supply to the extremities. So anyone who has lost feeling in any part of their body, you can apply these cayenne pepper compresses. And you can even make them beforehand and turn them over like that. So if you're visiting someone with it and they find it hard to make it, you can make it for them, and then they can open it up and put their foot on that. Usually overnight is how you would do it. You can put it on the thyroid for an underactive thyroid.
If you're using the cayenne pepper compress to stimulate circulation in the thyroid, apply it gently and leave it on for a few hours or even overnight. For those with low thyroid function, it can provide a gradual boost by encouraging blood flow directly to the area. Just make sure not to overdo it. You don't need a large amount of cayenne pepper to get the effect. With repeated use, the area can become warm, which is an indication that blood is flowing and the tissue is becoming more active. In addition to compressors, cayenne pepper can be used to aid digestion and relieve muscle tension. When taken internally, it stimulates the production of digestive enzymes and gastric juices, which can help break down food more effectively. This makes it a good choice for those with slow digestion or acid reflux issues. You can add a small pinch to water or tea, drinking it before meals to stimulate digestion. The effect of cayenne is powerful yet natural, warming up the stomach and helping it function more effectively.
You can also use cayenne pepper to wake up areas of the body that may be sleeping. Now, we have had a few people come to our program who've got peripheral neuropathy. That means they've lost the feeling in their feet. And this is one of the side effects of chemotherapy. So we've had a few people come who have lost the feeling in their feet. And it can also be used when people get commonly cold feet. You must never allow your feet to get cold, because perfect health requires perfect circulation, and perfect circulation means that your feet are the same as the rest of your body, the same temperature. I used to get cold feet a lot till I started exercising. You see, exercise is the best cure for poor circulation, especially that interval training. But we have had many people come with cold feet, and we've had a few people come with peripheral neuropathy. They've lost the feelings in their extremities. Now, if someone's lost the feelings in their extremities, you can never do hot and cold foot treatments on them. You put cold feet into really hot water, you can damage the tissues. So you have to be very cautious with that. But you can put a cayenne pepper compress on the bottom of the feet. Now, what I usually do, now you see what I've done here, I've got a piece of Glad wrap and I've got kitchen paper that's been folded over. I'm going to put a light sprinkle of oil on that, and then I'm going to sprinkle about half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper on that. And what the person does, they put their foot straight on the cayenne pepper, wrap the Glad wrap round, put it in a sock and keep it on all night. And by morning, their feet are warm and their feet stay warm. I had one man who'd lost all feeling in his feet, and on the second night he got pins and needles in his feet. What's pins and needles? That's the first sign that life's coming back in the feet. You see, it's very, very gentle. So usually I put olive oil, and I haven't got olive oil, so I'm just going to do a little bit of castor oil here. So just a little smear of olive oil or castor oil, just enough to so that the cayenne pepper will stick. And now I just spread that over so it's spread out. And I have put a little bit too much on there, but that will be just enough for the other foot. So I'm just going to put another one on so that to mop it up, because it's, oh yes. So I've easily got enough for 2 feet here. And most of us have got 2 feet, yes. And now I'm going to sprinkle the cayenne pepper on. So the oil is just so that the cayenne pepper sticks to it. Because if you didn't put the oil on, of course the cayenne pepper would just all fall off. Now this is about how much I put on. So you see that? And then the foot goes on that. It will not burn the foot. If I put that on my foot, and we're not going to do it in this weather, because we're warm enough anyway, but if I put that on my foot, by about 4 in the morning, I'm waking up wanting to take them off. My feet are getting so hot. But if someone has cold feet, by morning their feet are just getting warm. If someone has no feeling in their feet, sometimes it will take 2 nights before it will come. Now, if you put it on your feet every night, you're going to want to sit with your feet in ice water all day long because your feet will get too hot. So what I usually suggest, if someone has cold feet, do it about every 3 nights until their feet stay warm. And if someone has no feeling in their feet, even then I would probably only do it every 2 nights.
Another benefit of cayenne is in its ability to support detoxification. As a stimulant, it encourages sweating and can open up the pores, allowing toxins to be released. Some people even use it as part of a cleansing routine, combining it with lemon juice and a little honey and water as a detox drink. This blend is popular in some traditional cleansing practices as it helps cleanse the liver, supports digestion, and provides a natural source of vitamin C. If you're dealing with arthritis or sore joints, a cayenne pepper balm can also be beneficial. Mix cayenne with a carrier oil, such as olive or coconut oil, and apply it directly to the area. This mixture works by blocking pain signals, providing temporary relief from joint pain and stiffness. Just be cautious with how much cayenne you use. Too much can be irritating. Start with a small amount and gradually increase as needed, always washing your hands thoroughly afterward to avoid any contact with sensitive areas.
You can also use it internally if someone has a heart attack. Now, I had read about this, but I experienced it once, and it was when we had our health retreat in Melbourne. I got a call from one of the staff. A lady's had a heart attack in the middle of a cooking class. So I ran down. I was there in 3 minutes. The lady's lying on the ground. Her face is white. There's a guy holding a pulse. He said, "The pulse is gone." Almost. I said, "Quick, cayenne pepper." I got a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, quickly put it in her mouth. She was half conscious. We were able to give her a little bit of water to drink. Within 2 minutes, the guy holding the pulse said, "The pulse is strong." All the colour came back into her cheeks, and she sat up and said, "What happened?" Just amazing. We sold out of cayenne pepper that program. Everyone, what happened to that lady? What happened to that lady is that cayenne pepper, when it got into the blood vessels, it thinned the blood. This is the best blood thinner. No need to warfarin, I mean rat poison. No need for aspirin. And by the way, it has been shown today that aspirin causes brain bleeds. This is very, very safe with no side effects. Now, if someone is on warfarin or aspirin and they're a little concerned, I would suggest start taking a quarter of a teaspoon 3 times a day. And most people, if they're on warfarin, they have to be tested, every few weeks or every month. And the doctor will say, "Your blood's getting so thin, we can reduce your medication." Because he will see it if you're taking cayenne pepper. It's very safe. I was going to say many doctors, probably 1% of doctors, there are a few that are using natural medicines with amazing results. See, there's no side effect with this. You could take a bucket of that a day and you would still not bleed to death. Because, remember herbs? Psalm 104 verse 14, God made herbs for the service of man. They work with the body. Now what that did when this lady took it, it thinned the blood, it immediately opened, dilated all her blood vessels, and she got a dramatic delivery of blood all through her body, and that's what pulled her around. Isn't that amazing? If you've got a stomach ulcer, it'll constrict the bleeding vessels. If you need to open the arteries, it'll just open that. That's how the herbs work with the body.
This experience highlights the incredible potential of natural remedies and the importance of understanding how they work within our bodies. Many people are unaware of the power that simple ingredients like cayenne pepper can have in critical situations. The active compound in cayenne, capsaicin, not only aids in blood thinning but also improves circulation, which can be vital in emergencies like heart attacks. Moreover, the use of cayenne pepper in our daily diets can provide numerous health benefits beyond emergency situations. It has been shown to support cardiovascular health, enhance metabolism, and even help in weight management. Incorporating it into meals, whether in spicy dishes or as a supplement, can contribute to overall well-being. As we shift towards more natural approaches to health, it's crucial to remain informed about the options available. Many individuals rely heavily on pharmaceuticals without considering the potential of natural alternatives. While conventional medicine has its place, combining it with holistic practices can lead to more comprehensive care. Thanks for watching. I hope you found these insights into the benefits of cayenne pepper helpful. Remember, even small changes can make a big impact on your health. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more natural health tips. And as always, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.